Jim Penman is a man who is our go-to guy to talk about the impact on small business of lockdowns, the fifth one about to start in a couple of hours in Victoria. He, of course, is the bloke who put together Jim's Mowing and, is a very straight shooter. Jim, today, Daniel Andrews was out there saying that anyone who didn't work during the last lockdown is not allowed to work during this lockdown. The only problem is that changed halfway through the lockdown, particularly for the people who have your franchises. Remember, the first week, the council was allowed to mow lawns, but your men and women weren't. It was only the second week when they were allowed to mow lawns. So what exactly does that mean for your mob starting at midnight?
Well, it means we're going to keep on working. I mean, that to us is clear. Well, I saw the news conference. He said, like last time we were allowed to work, at least towards the end. So that's it. We're working.
So what do you think?
And it's sensible too. It makes good sense for my people to be. Mowing lawns doesn't threaten anybody's health, and there's no health advice to suggest it does.
So what did you think when you started to hear the lockdown, here we go for the fifth time? Again, if your people are lucky enough to keep working, and I think that, again, the advice did change mid-lockdown, so the Premier's words, he'll have to either change them or we'll see what happens in the next little while. But what did you think when this thing was yet again being imposed? And again, the specious reasoning that if we don't kill it off now, then it'll become hundreds of cases or thousands and a 5-day lockdown turns into 5 months again.
Well, I got to say, my loyalty is to my own people. I feel sorry for the restaurant owners and all the rest of it, and can't go to church, can't visit. Okay, but as long as my people can work, I'm not going to attack the Premier as long as he leaves my people alone.
So what did you think, again, about the point that I just made a couple of seconds ago, which is that written into the emergency powers that give them the capacity to lock off like this, that there should be all of the definitions about essential workers, it should be written into these legislations so there's no question mark. Compensation schemes should not be announced as part of a media strategy, a couple of days or 1 week into a couple of week lockdown. It all should be written into the law so they know what the cost of a lockdown is when they issue it.
Yeah, I totally agree. It should be clear. The trouble is we're ruled by casual words at press conferences. We're not governed by law in this state, and it's awful. I actually think New South Wales done a lot better job. I wish we could swap premiers actually, but I'm not going to attack the Premier now as long as he leaves my people alone. But there should be more certainty and more clarity.
I'm with you. Good on you, Jim. Appreciate it, mate. I'm glad that your people have got you as their leader and they got that sliver of hope to say, go to work, keep going tomorrow, keep doing it over the weekend. All the best to you, mate.
Thank you.
Good on you, Jim. Jim Penman there from Jim's Mowings.